Someone in your family, maybe you, maybe your spouse, maybe your parents, is about to make a decision they cannot undo. And by the time they realize it, it'll already be too late. Here's the number that started this video. $130,000. That's how much money a single timing decision, one you can make at your kitchen table, can cost you over the course of retirement. Not bad investments, not market crashes, not fraud. One form, one date, one mistake. And the Social Security Administration will never call you to warn you. There are 72 million Americans receiving a Social Security check every month. Most of them made that same mistake. But before I show you what it is, there's something else you need to know first. Something that changes the math on everything. The Congressional Budget Office. Not some blogger, not some pundit. The official government agency updated its projection in February 2026. If Congress does nothing, and for 20 years they have done nothing, the Social Security Trust Fund runs out around 2032. Under current law, that triggers automatic benefit cuts. No vote. No warning. CBO's own numbers show roughly 7% cut the moment the fund runs dry, then averaging around 28% per year after that. Not a temporary adjustment, a permanent reduction to whatever check you're already receiving. If you receive $2,000 a month right now, that becomes $1,440 forever. And here's what makes this dangerous. Most people are already making decisions that guarantee they'll get hit the hardest. Today, I'm going to show you 3 things that most people never figure out. 3 moves inside the same broken system that can legally get you tens of thousands of dollars more over the course of your retirement. Not opinions. Math. And the third one, almost nobody knows exists. Stay with me. Let's start with that $130,000 number. More than 20% of Americans claim Social Security the moment they turn 62, the earliest possible age. And the Social Security Administration lets them do it without ever showing them what it costs. Here's what it costs. Claiming at 62 instead of waiting until 67, your full retirement age triggers a permanent 30% reduction. On a $2,000 monthly benefit, that's $600 less every single month for the rest of your life. $600 a month, $7,200 a year. If you live to 85, that one decision costs you over $130,000. That's the number from the beginning. Now you know where it comes from. And less than 10% of Americans wait until 70 when the benefit hits its maximum. Because here's what almost nobody knows. Every year you wait past 67, your benefit grows by 8%. Guaranteed. No market, no risk, no volatility. 8% per year. Try finding that anywhere else right now. Wait from 67 to 70, and a $2,000 monthly check becomes $2,000 every month for life. That is move number 1. Understand the real cost of claiming early before you make a decision you cannot undo. Move number 2, and this one, most married couples completely miss. When one spouse dies, the household loses one Social Security check. The smaller one disappears. the survivor keeps only the larger benefit. Which means, if the higher earner claimed early, at 62, with a permanently reduced check, the surviving spouse is stuck with that reduced amount for the rest of their life. This is one of the most expensive mistakes in American retirement planning. And it happens every single day. Here's the strategy that changes this. In a married couple, the lower earner can claim early, start collecting at 62 or 63, bring in some income, while the higher earner waits until 70. The result, the household gets income now, and the higher earner locks in the maximum possible benefit. Which means whoever survives is protected by the largest check possible for as long as they live. This is called a spousal claiming strategy. Financial planners charge hundreds of dollars to explain this. Now you know it for free. Move number 3. I said this one almost nobody knows exists. Here's why. The SSA calculates your benefit using your 35 highest earning years. If you worked fewer than 35 years, every missing year gets filled in with a 0. Zeros drag your average down, which permanently reduces your check. That part people sometimes know, but here's the part they don't. There are errors sitting in millions of Social Security records right now. Wrong numbers, missing years, jobs that were never properly reported. One woman in Ohio discovered her employer had misreported 3 full years of her income. She disputed it, got it corrected. Her monthly benefit increased by $340. That's over $4,000 a year for the rest of her life from a 30-minute fix. The SSA is not perfect, and nobody is checking your record for you. Right now, you can go to ssa.gov, create a free account, and see your entire earnings history. Every year, every dollar reported. If there's a mistake, and there are mistakes, in far more records than people realize, you can dispute it, get it corrected, and increase your monthly benefit for the rest of your life. 30 minutes. Most people never do it. Now let's go back to where we started. The trust fund depletes around 2032. Benefits get cut automatically. That cut hits whatever check you're already receiving. If you claimed at 62, already taking 30% less, and then the system cuts another 28% on average, you are now receiving roughly half of what you were originally promised. Half. But if you delayed, if you maximized your benefit, 28% of a larger number is still a larger number. The people who get hit hardest by what's coming are the ones who made the worst decisions before it arrived. The people who come out ahead are the ones who understood the math before everyone else did. So here is what to do this week, not someday. This week. 1. Go to ssa.gov. Create your account. Check your earnings record for errors. 30 minutes. Free. 2. If you are not yet 62, do not make the claiming decision. Without running the numbers for your specific situation, use the SSA's free calculator at ssa.gov, or sit with a fee-only financial advisor who has no incentive to sell you anything. 3. If you are married, talk about the spousal claiming strategy. Who earns more? Who can afford to wait? Because that conversation, right now, could mean tens of thousands over the course of your retirement. The system is not going to fix itself. Congress has known about this problem for 20 years. They haven't acted. Which means the only person who is going to protect your retirement is you. Not your employer, not Washington. You. The math is available to everyone, but almost nobody looks at it. Now you have. If this video gave you something concrete, the next one goes deeper into what actually happens to your money after you retire. And most people get that wrong too. See you there.